My name's Jamie Andres, and this is my story. In the innocence of my youth, I was molested by a boy who was 6 years older than me. Every summer, growing up, I was the object of his affection and didn't know any better. When I was 8 years old, my parents went through a very nasty divorce, and I carried more emotional baggage than any child should ever have to endure. There were 2 founded abuse allegations from my atheist-claimed alcoholic father's hand that left bruises on my arms and cheek. Looking back, my grandparents and their faith was the glue that held my broken heart together at that time. I was baptized in the Methodist Church and grew up going to church on Sundays and attending Sunday school every Sunday. And when I was 16, a good friend of mine asked me if I would go to church with her and to a Baptist church. And I remember walking away that day feeling different. Something was different, almost as if I had this hovering parent. After this beautiful experience, my need to feel loved and wanted spiraled into a life of sexual immorality. I was looking for love in all the wrong places, but God continued to pursue me more and more. And it wasn't until my faithful covenant of marriage with my husband, Ryan, that I realized that God was calling me to put away all the sexual sins of my past and calling me into a loving marriage. After we got married, we raised our family in the Methodist Church. I exhausted myself with acts of service and works. I never felt like I had arrived, that I was valuable enough for Christ to love me. I took on all these leadership roles, but never felt fulfilled. And it took 10 years and God calling me and pursuing me until I finally realized that I was missing the most valuable part of my faith. And that was a one-on-one relationship with my Savior, Jesus. What the Lord continues to reveal to me is that He loves us in all of our past, present, and future brokenness. He already loves us because of who He is. Nothing separates us from the love He has for us. God doesn't reject us. We reject God by sinning against Him. His grace alone saves us from the sin and self-destruction that we once were, revealing His grace through the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus. He removed this veil, and I'm blessed and so grateful to say that I was blind, but now I see. Today, I need Jesus. Every day, every hour, every minute, every second of my earthly existence. He's changing me. I embrace motherhood as if it were a ministry. He's taught me how to love my neighbor as myself and truly love them. And He's using me as His instrument to help lead others to Christ. He's the constant stronghold in my marriage, in our finances, in times of temptation, and He reminds my longing heart often that I am and will always be His.